You now belong to the Maker, my friends. When your time is over, your bodies will be placed inside of this mountain, while your spirits ascend to the peak of it. I will have some dry garments brought to you both.
No.
No? But Lindsay, you hate wet clothing.
Not this time.
Joseph, would you like...
No, I think we'll take the sacred water with us.
We will wear it. To war.
Very good, my friends.
The giants!
They have reached us. Vorschutkanab!
What did you tell the strangers to do?
They will reinforce the postern door while the three of us prepare for battle. To the armory!
Oh, the recorder. I forgot the...
Strap on as much armor as you can, but do not overburden yourselves.
So there's at least 6 of the giants under our feet right now, and likely 10 more in that reserve force out in the farmland.
May, how many strangers are left in the castle? It didn't look like very many out there.
Most fled, or our numbers are few, yes.
Here, Linz. I think this one will fit your scabbard.
Thanks, babe. You taking another axe?
Actually, I was thinking about this one.
Is that Remy's? The mace he took to...
Feels right to carry it.
What about you, May?
I will retrieve the Sword of Despair from the courtyard.
Strike them down with their own weapon. I like it. What about the orb?
We will leave the artifact here. Take it, Lindsay. Place it over there.
Where? With the... Oh. Dang, there goes the coffee maker. Oh, clumsy in this getup.
Don't worry about it, Bab. It's as useless here as the zappers are.
What? Is that my bag? What's it doing with all the other confiscated stuff? May, did you put it here? Because of the...
While you were away, I had it retrieved from the wall and placed here for safekeeping.
Why?
The contents are very important to you, yes? You need them for podcast.
Oh, okay. Thanks. I thought you put the bag in here because of the...
Because of what?
The device.
Oh, you know about that?
She saw it in the cabin.
I'm sorry, Maevalesse. We found it in the bunker on the Lost Isles. We didn't want to keep it from you, but it helps us charge our stuff. Everything we brought from Earth. Everything we brought from Earth.
What, Joseph?
What is it?
Give me the charging plate. Give it here.
What? What are you doing?
Idiot that I am. How did I never think to try this?
Try what?
Harness these ray guns. We could never charge the zappers, but with this thing...
No flippin' way. Do you really think it'll...
Yes! Yeah!
Woo!
What? What is this?
It's what I've been wanting since the start. A sling and a stone.
I do not comprehend.
These are the weapons we used back in Shady Hollow, remember?
She didn't see them in action, Lindsay. They'd run dry before she and the others came through the portal.
Oh, right. Okay, so these are particle beam cannons, May. Guns that shoot bolts of lightning.
And they're how we're gonna win this war. Ladies, let's go knock down some windmills.
This is the Endless Elsewhere podcast, Chapter 25. The Full Tilt.
We're starting to lose the light here.
The moons should be out soon. That'll help.
Not inside the mountain, they won't.
The torches remain. The giants would have used them to navigate the tunnel.
I don't suppose they'll stop for the night, huh? This time, I mean.
They will not relent. But neither will we.
Then it's good I kept hold of the flashlight.
Oh, good. Well done. That'll help. Oh, hold up. May's getting that sword.
Is she really gonna be able to swing that thing around?
Well, apparently she used it on that guy over there, so... Besides, you saw how she handled it at the Coliseum last year.
True enough.
Quickly, my friends. They are nearly inside.
It's not going to hold much longer.
I can't believe they haven't gotten through already.
Conte Isucha Elite!
What'd she say?
That the door is getting hot.
They're using their repulsors to burn through. Everybody back up, back up. Maevalesse, tell them. No, wait. Have them open it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Are you?
We got this, Lindsay. Fish in a barrel.
Okay. Remember, babe, these things don't last long.
They'll last long enough. Come on, tell them to open it, Maevalesse.
Quintare! Quintare!
Hey there. So, I don't know what you guys are selling, but, we're not interested. Okay, well, that totally sucks, but good to know.
What?
Our weapons can puncture their suits, but not their shields.
We only killed the one on the staircase before the others reformed the testudo down in the crypt.
We'll have to get around their shell for our weapons to be effective.
Which means taking them on directly.
I will lead these defenders in the first wave. The giants will disassemble from their phalanx to engage us. That is when the pair of you attack with your lightning.
Sounds like a plan. When do we...
Now.
Now? Like, now?
We must not give them time to regroup.
They've seen what we can do with these, Lindsay. They're already trying to figure out a way to counter the zappers.
All right. Let's do this. Let's go.
Choose your shots carefully.
Make them count. Got it.
Hammond! Demon spawn!
Got them on the run now.
Pursue! They must not escape the passage.
Let's go, giant slayers!
There's only one left. Why'd he stop?
To recover.
He knows we will not step upon this cursed soil.
How does he know about that?
They have been watching us, studying us.
While they waited for the river to thaw, you mean? How long have they been here?
It matters not. After this night, they will be here no longer.
So they know we don't walk on the mass grave. Maybe we make an exception, just this one time. How about it, Maevalesse?
Unnecessary. He has lost his shield. Strike him down from here, my friends.
I'm afraid my zapper is dead.
Mine too.
Wait, look. What's he doing?
I know what he's trying to do.
Joseph, what?
He's trying to take a hold on us. He knows it won't work on the Strangels, but we're humans.
So you're what? Testing it? You want to know if we're truly under the same protection, now that we've been...
I know that we are, but now I want him to know it.
Pursue!
No, let him go.
Why?
Because I want the rest of them to know it too.
So he's running to the...
He goes to rejoin the reserve force. They are holding in the fields.
Why? Why'd they stop instead of coming to the mountain?
The siege was a failure. They're probably hoping for a different result on open ground.
So they're waiting for us? Are we going, May?
We will go out to meet them, yes. But we must be ready to do so. While you and your husband recharge your lightning weapons, the rest of us will retrieve torches from the passage. We cannot fight by moonlight alone.
Should we really give them what they want, though? They think they'll have a better chance out here. What if they're right?
The one perfectly divine thing, the one glimpse of God's paradise given on earth, is to fight a losing battle and not lose it.
That's beautiful.
I used to think I understood that quote. I didn't. Not until tonight.
By the end of that night, the Nephilim were extinct on both worlds. The only place they now exist is somewhere between the two, sleeping aboard an ark that carries them across the wastes of interplanetary space. Yes, we had our victory, but the price, as it always is in war, was high. When the deed was finally done, we returned to the castle, to the heart of the home we defended, and there, inside the wall of it, collapsed. We just lay on the courtyard floor, lay there with the dead as if dead ourselves. Or so thought the returning strangers when they beheld us the next morning. They must have thought we'd battled the Nephilim to a draw, but when some of us began to rise, they knew we'd won. However, far, far too few of us got up for them to rejoice in our triumph. There was no celebrating, not with so much work to do, anyway. We put out what remained of the fires in town, only to start new ones all throughout the realm, anywhere a giant had been slain. The juggernauts were impossible to move, so we torched them where they lay, using their own repulsors to do so. We let the pyres burn for a full day, then carried the charred remains to the mass grave. Yes, we dug in that forbidden soil, to add to it. May and I took up the same tools we'd used in the gardens, to then plant our vanquished enemies in the cursed ground where nothing would ever grow. Then we turned to our own fallen, with significantly more ceremony. Strangel custom demanded a timely interment. Aerials were sent to retrieve Prodenvare from the shallow grave we'd placed him in. While they were away, Remy was brought up from the river, and the two halves of Bruce were taken from the courtyard floor. These three, along with all the many others, were collected from around the realm and brought together in the crypt beneath the castle. When a Strangel is laid to rest, his or her wings are folded unnaturally in reverse, wrapping around their bodies, cocooning them in their own brightly colored sails. Additionally, the deceased are then sewn into burial shrouds. I had worked with the tailors for most of the winter, but I never could have fathomed that this would be a part of their duties. Once they'd put the last stitch into place, the body was placed inside of its sepulcher. Upon the birth of a Strangel, one of these is carved from the rock, and it then awaits that individual for the entirety of his or her life. From the womb to the tomb, Joseph said of the practice. Then, once interred, a tablet is mortared into place, sealing the person inside the mountain, returning them to the hands of the god that fashioned them. We dealt with the animals last. Forgetting the obvious difficulty of burying such massive creatures, I assumed they would be placed in the ground. They were not. The manticores were instead recycled. It was the way of the Strangels, Joseph told me, to make use of them even in death. I was disgusted by this at first, finding it to be a disrespect, but it was the very opposite. This was how the natives honored their animals. It was how they would live on in memory. Even still, even when I accepted the practice, I could not be part of it. I could not watch as they were skinned for their fur, harvested for their bones. May told us that the material from their bodies would be used to help construct temporary shelters for those displaced by the destruction of the town. The war had depopulated the realm significantly, but even still, not all of the survivors could fit in the castle. Joseph and I planned to rough it like the rest of them, but we were given a chamber in one of the towers. The bottommost room of it, of course, nearest the wall, where flightless creatures could come and go more easily. We tried to refuse, but the Strangels insisted. As defenders of Airy Castle, we'd earned a place in it. So until our cabin can be rebuilt, this is home. And it's where I'm recording this right now. I'm glad we were able to save all of our recording equipment, even if we haven't used it as much this season. Narrations like this one have been few. That will be explained in the conversation you are about to hear, listener. It's from after the aftermath, when we had recovered physically, but not quite mentally. We're still processing all that we did, and all that was done to us. We came out the other side of war, as all do, changed. But for us, anyway, it was for the better. We have our scars, certainly, but they remain where they belong, on the surface, while something else, something stronger, is now alive beneath them. You've heard it said before on this podcast that there is nothing to explain our victories, let alone our survivals, other than some divine power at work in our favor. But it's different now. Whatever this thing is that's been with us since the start, whoever he is, the presence is now inside Joseph and I. We don't comprehend it, but apparently that's okay. May assured us that no one understands in the beginning. But while it would be a journey of discovery, we had taken the most important step already, the first. It was this discussion that brought us to the one you are about to hear.
And now I must confess something, my friends. I was wrong.
About what, May?
I was convinced that there would be no victory without Jonas Gentry. I put my faith in a man. It was misplaced. It was not he whom we needed.
Right.
Well, even still, we're free to go get him now, I guess.
Alas, the manticores.
I have an idea about that. What if we use the giant's pods, like they did, to get to...
Absolutely not, Lindsay.
Oh, come on, May. You've seen us use their technology, and to pretty good effect, yeah?
Their powering device did prove helpful, I suppose.
Or the Sword of Despair, for that matter. And now they're all dead, so who even cares if we use their pods?
What's your idea?
Since we can't ride across the land, we could boat around it, using the river and the sea. You said they connect, right, May?
They do, yes.
So you wanna kayak around the entire continent?
We would stay close to the coast, going ashore to make camp at night.
Would that work, Maevalesse? Geographically, I mean. The peninsula where Gentry and his household are staying, could it be reached by...
It is possible, yes.
Huh. You know, we could make some oars to paddle through the river. I mean, heck, once we got to the sea, you could just open your wings like a sail, Maevalesse. We'd be there in no time.
If we were to attempt this, it would have to be soon. The sea becomes unpredictable in the summer.
We would have to beat the stormy season, that's what you mean?
Indeed.
Okay, it's a plan then. We can go right after we get back.
Back?
Back from where?
Earth. Joseph and I need to get all this audio to...
Already? Do we even have enough for a whole season? It's only been a couple of... And all we've done is fight since...
We'll let Sylvia figure out the edit. The episodes might be shorter, but who cares? I'm sure the listeners will appreciate a break from the narrations, especially after last season.
So we're not going to do any?
No time. We need to get going.
What about the recap, though, for the last season, or the intros and outros? We can't just send Sylvia field recordings.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, we'll do all that plus some narrations, but we'll front load most of them, just to get everyone caught up on...
We'll need a little bit at the end, too.
There should be time enough, Lindsay, if you need to.
Yeah, babe, what's the rush?
I figure if we go back now, we'll catch Heartland by surprise. We were just on Earth. They won't expect us to return so soon. Besides, Joseph, we have to report what we saw there. The Cabal probably has the whole world thinking there's really a plague raging in Circle City. We still have an obligation to the truth. I assume enough people are still listening to the podcast for us to...
Okay, but how are we supposed to get the audio to Sylvia? You saw the state of Circle City. There's no power, no internet. We won't be able to upload the new season like last time.
I've been thinking about that too. Our only option is to put it all on one of our external hard drives and physically place it in her hands.
And how are we supposed to pull that off? We don't even know where she is.
If I know Sylvia, she stayed close by. We'll have to cross over somewhere outside of the city, outside of the quarantine zone. Once we give Heartland the slip, we'll find her. If not Sylvia, then Sorrels or Carolyn or Ryan, or the Reverend. We'll find somebody who can get it to the world.
Lindsay, what you are describing could take
days. Yeah.
Days at least.
It'll be an expedition for sure. We'll do what you and the others did when you first came to Earth, May. We'll rendezvous back wherever we cross over. That way we can leave the orb where it's safe. It's just a matter of getting permission to wait. With Bruce gone, who's the...
I am.
You are? They made you the keeper.
Only in the interim, but yes. It was decided that I should assume the role.
Congrats, May.
They truly could not have chosen anyone better, Maevalesse.
Thank you, my friends.
Well, how about it, Keeper? Can Joseph and I go back to Earth for a while?
I will allow it. Are you prepared?
Just doing a quick check here. Yeah, we're all set.
Are you sure about leaving your lightning weapons behind? They may prove helpful.
Nah, too bulky, hard to conceal. We're trying to blend in.
Very well. Return unharmed, my friends.
We'll do our best.
See you in a week, May. Hey, wait. The days are longer here, so a week on this world is different from a week on Earth, right?
I've got that figured out, babe. Come on, let's go. We'll see you in approximately a week, Maevalesse.
Farewell.
Good job on the calculations. It looks like we're way outside of the city.
Yeah, this looks good. No one around. We should have plenty of time to vanish before Heartland comes.
I dropped the stuff.
They were waiting for us. How did they know?
I lost it. Where'd it go? We have to...
Lindsay, you've been shot. Oh, baby, no. Here, put pressure here.
No. We have to find... for Sylvia.
They're coming. We have to go back. Before it closes, come on.
Responsibility. We opened fire too soon and...
We'll get him next time, Trooper.
We will, but sir, will there be a next time?
Of course, son. They just can't help themselves.
Sir?
Those two won't give up this podcast. We'll get a hold of the artifact soon enough, but this here will do for now.
What is that?
Well, I'm guessing it's their latest adventure. They don't realize they're supplying us with intel about that other planet. We couldn't ask for better spies. Another one of these audio dumps of theirs, and we'll have everything we need.
For an occupation?
Take this to the analysts, then make sure Miss Flores gets a copy.
Sir, you're gonna let her release it?
Of course. This podcast works for us now. Or haven't you been paying attention?
I don't listen to it, sir.
Well, that's too bad, son, because you're a part of it now.
Sir, the woman, she dropped the recorder. What about the...
She's got more over there. You really don't listen to this show, do you?
No, sir, I prefer the... Yes, ma'am. Sir Truxell's wanting an update. Maybe you could tell her the woman was killed. That might help out.
I ain't worried about a emotion, son. Besides, the podcaster ain't dead.
How do you know?
You never been to war, have you, son?
No, not exactly. I've been in several combat situations, but...
That's not what I asked.
You think they have, sir? How can you tell?
Same way I knew they'd try something like this. Oh, just glad I was with the right unit to catch it.
How, sir? How'd you know they'd make this surprise incursion?
'Cause we ain't dealing with the same people that left this planet. Shoot, son, you were there for it. You saw how they stepped out into the line of fire on that rooftop, acting like a couple of goals. They're getting gutsy, and you only get stones like that from war, son.
War with who, sir? The hybrids? I can't imagine them besting those things. The one who attacked us almost took out our whole unit. I mean, they don't even have firearms on that other world. How could those podcasters have managed to...
Well, I reckon you'll just have to tune in and listen, huh?
Yes, sir.
Whatever those two did over there don't really matter. 'Cause over here, on this world, they're fighting a war they've already lost.